Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a Halloween edition of Saturday live stream. Thank you guys for joining me, and I'm going to see how long I can spend the live stream with this pumpkin over my face, or should I say, giving the illusion that it's on my head. I think that last year I wore a mask, but today you can see, or should I say tonight, we've got a little bit of pumpkin action going on. So hello everybody in that live chat room. I can see Billy in there, Teresa, Samantha, Melody, Alexi, Kevin, Samantha again, Pamela, Mary, lots of other people, Susan and Dennis, and Carla in there as well. So thank you for joining me tonight, and you wouldn't believe how long it took me to set this up. And once I get rid of the pumpkin from my head, I think I'm going to look like a ghost because I've turned off the lights in the room and the light is lighting me up too much with my face. But anyway, let me get you guys up on screen in the live chat room. I mean, really, I should have some kind of spooky voice, but I don't have the capabilities to do that, unfortunately. Not in a live setting. It would have to be pre-recorded and then post-processed. But anyway, let me get you guys up on screen, and there you go, going through. We have Tina and Shawnee and Maria, Billy again, Samantha again, and Kevin in there, Christy. Hello guys, thank you for joining me on this live stream. I hope your weekend has started well, and that you're maybe trick-or-treating and eating lots of candy and that kind of stuff, whatever you do, wherever you are. So we have the live chat room up on screen. I've been changing the colours to just a little bit of black and white, which hopefully is going to continue, and hopefully it's all going to work, fingers crossed. But let's get the likes goal up on screen tonight, because we are aiming for 320. So we have a huge target that we are aiming for tonight. And if you can give that thumbs up a click, it would be much appreciated in order to get ourselves up to the target of 320, because that's what we're aiming for, to have a pick roulette next week. And we are going to be having a pick roulette tonight as well, so look out for that a little bit later on. Now, let me get the likes up on the screen, which I've attempted to put in a bit of a pumpkin box tonight, and you can see it. We are at 142 so far, so we're doing well. If we can get a little spike of the likes now, that would be great. I know that there were some donations that came in before we went live as well, so thank you guys for those, and I'm going to address those straight away. And let me see if I can get the donations tab up on screen with a little pumpkin on top of that as well. That's just my younger brother of a pumpkin over in that direction. But anyway, to let you guys know that the donations in the super chat window, 35 to 45% of that goes to YouTube, and through PayPal 3 to 5% goes to PayPal. So just so you guys have a lay of the land for the donations. So let me address the donations that came in really early on, and one came in actually from Stan right at the end of the last live stream, and Stan said hello all, and I think that was, let me just see if there was a donation. I think we had a donation in PayPal as well that came in right at the end, and I'm just gonna scroll down because it was Patricia who donated £2 right at the end of the last live stream, which didn't come through until I finished the live stream. So thank you for that, Patricia. But thank you, Stan, for that donation at the end of the last live stream as well. But getting into tonight and earlier on today, we had a donation coming in from Orlando. So thank you for that, Orlando. And it was for $2, and the message was, I must on my day off again catch up crew. So thank you for that, Orlando. And Orlando donated again and said, oh yeah, spike the likes with a thumbs up. And that was another $2 donation, so thank you again for that. And then Orlando donated $2 again, saying, I meant I must work on my day off again. Sorry. So thank you for that, Orlando. And let's have a plug of the mug. We're actually quite color coordinated tonight. I've got my black and white mug and the black and white theme going on for the whole live stream Halloween edition. So thank you for those donations, Orlando. And we did have a donation in the PayPal window as well. And let me see if I can get that up on screen. And that has worked as well, which is all good. We've got a 100% record so far. Monstrous Movie Music has donated £6.96. Thank you for that. And scrolling down to the message, it says, I keep spreading the word about you. I've learned so much about types of music I knew so little about, as well as so much about the types of music I thought I knew about. And I'm a music producer, although to be fair, I work in the classic soundtrack arena. So thank you for that donation, and thank you for tuning into the videos, and I'm glad that you do enjoy them. And this is the great thing about the channel. We have so many people watching, professional musicians, producers, just music fans, and just people that might play recreationally and just do music as a hobby. So yeah, we get a great mix of viewers on the channel. But thank you so much for watching and for that donation. And I'm just gonna make sure that everything on my screen is working, and hopefully you guys can see that PayPal donation in there, because it wasn't showing up on my screen while I was scrolling down, but I could see it on another screen. Let's go up, because there has been another donation. And it is Deborah who has donated £5. Thank you for that, Deborah. And the message is, Happy Halloween. Spike the likes before I put a spell on you all. So everybody quickly hit that thumbs up before we get cursed in some way by Deborah. So thank you for that. And another one's just come through as well. So this is from Steve. So Steve has donated £5. And Steve says, can you explain harmonics, where to find them, play them, and when to use them? Maybe a bit of a demo. So that wasn't very Halloween themed. So Steve, yes, I can do. Maybe I haven't got my guitar plugged in or the amp set up, because I've been spending all my time putting a pumpkin on my head, trying to get everything working, and changing the color scheme and putting this stuff at the bottom of the screen. So anyway, I will do that later. Maybe we can look at that after the cover. It might leave me a little bit of time to demonstrate. But just as a general guide, your easiest harmonics you're going to be able to find is in between the end of each string. So take one end of your string and go to the other end of the string, and wherever the middle is, that's where you'll find your harmonics. There are other harmonics, but just as an easy place to find them if you do play the guitar, that's because it's halfway along the string. That's exactly, and it'll be over the 12th fret, by the way, I should have said that. So it'll be on the 12th fret, halfway on your guitar is where you'll find your harmonics to begin with. There are other harmonics that you will be able to find across the neck, but I might do that later, give a quick demonstration, but also explain about those. But thank you, Steve, for that donation, bringing us straight back to reality without any Halloween theme there. But I'm going to try and get rid of my pumpkin on my head, and it means that I'm going to probably look like a bit of a ghost, because, which it wasn't intentional, but it certainly is apt for the theme and the night. So it's just because the light is on my face, and the monitor light is on my face as well, so I'm overexposed. Is that what that means? But that's what I'm gonna go with. So hello, thank you everybody for joining me on this Halloween themed live stream tonight. I hope you're having a very spooky evening. And thank you as well to John, who has donated $10. And John says, thanks for all that you do. So thank you, John, for that very kind donation and for tuning in tonight. And Tim has donated $5 as well. Thank you for that, Tim. That's a straight up donation. And Frank has had a straight up donation as well, which is $5. Thank you for that, Frank. And John has just donated again, $10. Thank you again, John. And the message is, I forgot to say boo. So thank you for all of the very early donations tonight. Just a quick bit of news on the channel and what we are up to. So we're going to be, actually tomorrow night, I'm going to be meeting up with June, and this is something that we've been trying to organise for a while, myself and June Millington from the band Fanny, and we're going to be just doing a joint analysis tomorrow night. It has been confirmed, and it's been confirmed today as well as last night. So that should, fingers crossed, be going ahead tomorrow night. And that's what I'm going to be busy doing there. I'll probably put an update on Patreon, on the Patreon page, and the Patreon page is there, patreon.com/Wings of Pegasus, if you guys want to get involved over there. And by the way, let me get the names of my patrons up on screen, because they make everything possible on the channel, the analysis videos, this live stream, every live stream that I do, but their names go across the bottom of the screen. As always, during all of the live streams, you know who you are, and thank you guys for all of your support over on Patreon. But that's where I'll put a little update tomorrow night. Hopefully I'll be able to do that after I've recorded everything with June. So what's going to be happening is, once I've recorded it tomorrow night, Monday, I usually have an admin day, but that's going to be now an admin day / a video editing day, and an organising with Martin from Studio Hamburg day, in order to make sure that that's going to be available to upload on Wednesday. So Monday I'll be editing, Tuesday I'm going to be live streaming as always, and Wednesday is when you'll be able to find that video, the joint analysis with June, that I'll upload to the channel. And the reason that I'm going to be doing it on Wednesday night is that it gives me Monday and Tuesday to make sure that Martin can unblock it, because it's going to be a video from Studio Hamburg, from Beat Club, so it needs to be unblocked because it's automatically blocked on YouTube if anybody tries to upload that footage. But because we have access to it, it's something that I can organise for Wednesday. So anyway, Thursday will probably then turn into a double admin day, just catching up with what I didn't do on Monday, but then we'll be back to normal on Friday. And I don't know what kind of video I'm going to be doing on Friday, but last night's video has gone a little bit crazy. I don't know how many views it's had, but maybe 10,000, maybe a little bit more than that. And just loads and loads and loads of suggestions of singers to look at, singers to compare, genres to look at with relation to autotune, because that's what I did a video on last night, looking at Michael Bublé, and also having a comparison, or at least just having a base of Freddie Mercury, because he wasn't auto-tuned, so we can see the difference between the waveforms and the pitch between the two singers. But thank you guys for commenting on last night's video, and maybe we could do another one of those in the future. And yeah, I mean, there are a lot of interesting suggestions, and there's definitely another video that I'd like to do on that, pointing out about the classical genre and classical singers, and how autotune would work with that, or it wouldn't work with that. And I know that a lot of people have requested Dimash as well to throw into that discussion, Pavarotti as well. So anyway, that's something that we can maybe look at in the future. But thank you guys for watching that video last night and commenting and sharing it round, because it does seem to be getting out there quite a lot, which is great. So we have had another donation in the super chat window, so let me just have a look in there, and it is Patrick who has donated $10. Thank you for that, Patrick. And the message is, Hola Phil, hope you are well. Just got back from my local Day of the Dead celebration. A shout out to all my fellow Latinos, Hispanics and Chicanos. Viva la Raza, remember your ancestors. So thank you for that, Patrick, and I've probably mispronounced that all, or mispronounced that all. I don't even know the word, how to say mispronouncing. I think is probably the most accurate. But thank you for that, Patrick, and for that $10 donation as well. And there has been another donation in the PayPal window. I want to try and keep up with everything going on. It is Linda who has donated £20.86. Thank you for that, Linda. And the message is, in honour of my son Kevin's birthday, all my kids, 6, grew up loud hard rock. So thank you for that, Linda. And 6 kids. You could actually start one hell of a band with 6 of them. But yeah, a big happy birthday to Kevin. I hope you have a fantastic day, and turn up any music that you might be listening to. Turn it up to 11 if you do have that capability. But thank you, Linda, for that donation. And I'm just going to scroll up again because there's been another donation that Sandra has donated £7.64. So thank you for that, Sandra, and that is a straight up donation. And another one has just come in, and this is from Mary. So thank you for that, and it's for £3. And the message is, Phil, your patrons are all running through the cemetery. Yikes. With a ghost picture and a laughing face. So they are indeed. I've color coded it or attempted to. So it looks like they are part of the cemetery tonight. So thank you for that, Mary. And I think we're going to be looking at some spooky pictures later on of Mary, but also Billy in there and Vince. So thank you guys for uploading those pictures. And thank you, Vince, for linking me to your spooky pictures tonight. We'll be taking a little look at those later on tonight. And that'll be after the cover video that we're going to be looking at tonight, which is going to be Don't Stop Believin by Journey, because that is one that I said I would play on, I think, the next week, and that was last week that I said it. So it's going to be tonight's cover, and that was requested due to the passing and the sad news of the passing of Herbie Herbert. So we'll be taking a little look at that later on. So no vote for tonight, but we are still trying to spike those likes and get up to 320, which is a bit of a crazy target for tonight. We're getting into the 300s. Let's try and do some maths. So we're at 208 so far, which means we're looking for 112. I make it in order to get up to 320. Fingers crossed. We will see if we can get some extra thumbs up. Maybe look for some divine intervention and some ghouls, some ghosts, and just spooky goings on to see if we get any extra ghouls who might make it into the live chat room. Any kind of ghosts, any people from that realm, if you could hit that thumbs up as well. I mean, much appreciated. If you are watching this in the future as well, which is kind of spooky being able to watch it in the future, you can still hit that thumbs up and you will know if we've hit the target or not. I suppose you could just skip to the end to see if we reach the target. But in real time, as it is now, 23 minutes past midnight here in the UK. So a little bit too late for the kids to be trick-or-treating. And I know that some of you have been mentioning about my nephews and what they're going to be getting up to tonight. Unbelievably, they've gone on holiday. So a few days ago, my sister took them with her husband to Turkey. So they're just actually sunbathing and just playing football and swimming and having a very nice time. Thank you very much. And not getting into Halloween at all, which is a bit of a shame because I thought maybe I didn't even know they were going on holiday. This is something that they tend to do. They just go on holiday just at the drop of a hat. And I didn't even know they're going on holiday. So they're going to be there for, I think, a week or something. So until mid next week. So no pictures of nephews doing any trick-or-treating, unfortunately. So I can't share any of those. But I'm not sure my sister would want me to share those anyway. Maybe a privacy issue. I do not know. But just to let you know, there are no pictures anyway. And on my Halloween night, I'm doing this. So this is a live feed of what I'm doing on Halloween night here in the UK. Actually, it might be Sunday night because we're already in Sunday, so I guess technically this is Saturday night. I'm not even sure as to when it is. Maybe it's Sunday night, so I might be getting kids ring the doorbell and asking for lots of chocolate bars and candy and all that kind of stuff. We call them sweets here in the UK, but they might be asking for candy or sweets, and that might be tomorrow night. So I will have to report on that. Maybe I'm going to be constantly interrupted when I'm interviewing. Oh, I didn't even think of this. So I might have to turn off the doorbell because there's a doorbell that rings in here when somebody presses the button at the door. And I'm sure tomorrow night there are going to be kids pressing that doorbell all the time. So that is good that I've thought of that so that I'm not interrupted when I'm speaking tomorrow night with June. But that is good that I have thought of that. So just looking into that super chat window, I can see that there have been a few more donations. Thank you so much for those. And I can see that Susan's just going through with a donation there, but there was another donation that came in, a couple of them. It was Natalie who donated $5. Thank you for that, Natalie. And the message was, musicians, poets, and comedians are some of my favourite people. Happy Hallows Eve. So thank you for that, Natalie. And Scott has donated $5 as well. Thank you for that, Scott. And the message is, happy super special spectacular spooky scary day. Can you lead... Oh, we've just gone through that. Scott, it was Susan who's now donated. So all the S's in the donation window tonight. And Susan has donated $10. Thank you for that, Susan. And the message is, MJ Thriller seems appropriate. I appreciate your analysis and I have learned so much from your channel, so thank you. So thank you for that, Susan, and thank you for the very kind donations tonight as well in the PayPal window as well as that super chat window. So thank you for that. And let me just jump over into the PayPal window. Now, I mean, tonight, what I'm going to try and do is finish this live stream relatively on time, if not a little bit early, because I have to really keep myself organised for tomorrow, because I have to get everything sorted and go through my technical setup for tomorrow, because I did mention that before. Unfortunately, when June didn't get the right day, or she's a bit confused as to when the day was, I had spent 2 days setting it up. So I'm going to have to go through a lot of those processes again before tomorrow in order to try and do as much as I can tonight. So I'll probably try and fit in the live stream until 1:15, but I'm going to have to be quite strict with the ending tonight, so we are on a bit of a strict time scale to get the thumbs up in as well, in order to hit that 320 like mark that we're aiming for tonight. But just to let you guys know that it will be 1:15, which is going to be about 45 minutes from now. That's when we'll have to call it to a close. But thank you, Karen, who has donated £3.48 in that PayPal window, and the message is, hello Phil, Oscar Wilde said, a mask tells us more than a face. By the way, the light in your face adds to the Halloween mood. Boo, with a ghost, and then happy Halloween with a pumpkin and Karen. So thank you for that, Karen. And it was totally unintentional, but we seem to be having a kind of ghost faced live stream effect going on, which is great. It just adds to the theme that we've got going on tonight. But thank you, Karen, for that. And I know that there has been another donation in that super chat window. It is Sue, who has donated £15 as well. Thank you for that, Sue. And I'm just going to scroll up. We've got a little bit out of line. Let me just make sure this is... There we go. That's a bit better. And then, and then as soon as I go to the next one, it's out of line again. So let's now move it up. So this is Linda, who has donated £17.39. So thank you for that, Linda. And the message is, thanks for all the lovely videos. So no problem. Thank you for tuning in tonight and for that donation. And thank you guys, just everybody, for joining me in the live chat room tonight on technically Halloween here in the UK. If it is on a Sunday, I don't really keep up to date or keep track of everything, because every day is pretty much like Groundhog Day with me, or I should say maybe it's like a Groundhog Week. Everything happens on the same day of the week, and I just go through exactly the same process pretty much all the time. So I do lose track of the special days, but thankfully you guys point me in the right direction and let me know that it is Halloween. So thank you guys for that, and just for joining me on your pre-Halloween night, if it's going to be tomorrow night for you guys as well. And I'm not sure if there's got to be some kind of clock changing going on at some point, and I don't know whether I don't know whether it's already happened or whether it's going to happen here in the UK. I'm gonna this is pretty dangerous to click on, and it is tonight. So that is something. Again, I told you that things just passed me by. So tonight, the clocks will change here in the UK, which means that for Tuesday's live stream, it's going to be a different time. I don't know whether the clocks are going forward or they're going backwards. Let me try and figure out this live. This is probably a bad idea. So, if it starts to... It's going to be getting darker earlier, which means that the clocks are going backwards. I.e., if it's now 12:30 at night, it's going to be 11:30 tomorrow night at this same time. I think that's correct. It might not be. It might be the other way. I can't figure it out. I can't, think. Oh, it's actually probably... Is it the other way? So it's going later on. Maybe if people know in the live chat room, if you can let me know, that would be fantastic to let me know whether I should be putting my clock later or tomorrow. It's going to be earlier. So let me try and figure this out. Maybe it's later. So tomorrow is going to be 1:30. So if it starts to get dark at 6, it means that it's then going to start getting dark at 5. So do we move back? Maybe I was right in the first place that we move them back. And I'm going to keep an eye on the live chat room, see if we can... it says, we fall back is Howard who said that. And Larry says, spring forward, fall back. And Susan and Dennis say back. So I was correct in the first place that I'm going to be going back in time tomorrow. So thank you guys for that. I'll make sure that everything's fine, and I'll have to calculate that with June. Hopefully her clocks are staying the same so that we don't mess it up. I don't know if it's the same. I'm hoping that in the USA you don't have any clock change, because I'll have to get in touch with June and make sure that her clocks are the same as mine. But then theoretically they both move at the same time, which means that we're both on the same time anyway. Anyway, let's stop talking about times and things. But I just thought that, we must be changing times at some point, which we are here in the UK. But thank you, by the way, Linda, for that donation and the kind words as well. And Suzanne has donated £3.48. Thank you for that, Suzanne. The message is, Happy Halloween, Phil, with a pumpkin and a ghost. Thanks for playing Don't Stop Believin' in honour of Journey's manager that passed away, and no problem. Thank you for that, Suzanne. And I think also the reminder over on Patreon, I think I did see that somewhere over, even though I did kind of make a note to have that as the cover. I can't see it, unfortunately, in the list, but I'm sure I saw it on there somewhere. So thank you for, there we go, it was Maria who mentioned it over on Patreon, so thank you for that, Maria, and thank you, Suzanne, for that donation. And let me just scroll up, because Roxanne has donated £5.56. Thank you for that, Roxanne. And let me just scroll up again, because Amy has donated £10. Thank you for that, Amy. And the message is, Happy Halloween, Phil and Wingers, with a pumpkin. So thank you for that, Amy. And I'm just scrolling up again, because another one has just come in from Jill, who has donated £6.96. Thank you for that, Jill. And the message is, in the USA, our time change is November the 7th. We fall back an hour. Thanks, Phil. You rock as always. So thank you for that, Jill. And I should have some thunder and rain sound effects that I did set up. So I'll click on that again. It should have come in at the beginning of the live stream. Hopefully it did, because I did click on it, and you might be able to hear in the background. I don't know if you can hear it or not. I can't hear it because I can't really hear what's going on with the live stream. I just have to hope that you guys can hear the sound and my voice, and I just look at the levels and see them just popping up and down, so at least I get some kind of reflection. But that's my voice, so I can't really see if there's any thunder and rain under my voice or over my voice, or whether it's too loud. You might not even be able to hear me anymore, but maybe that's a good thing. So thank you, Jill, for that. And Patricia has donated £2 as well, so thank you for that. And the message is, Happy Halloween Eve, Phil. Where are all the US wingers tonight? Halloweening early, maybe. Parents hate trick-or-treating on Sundays because of school and work the next day. Saturday night is also better for grown-up Halloween costume parties, especially with alcohol. So thank you for that, Patricia. And I can imagine that, as a parent, it would be a nightmare doing it on a Sunday. Maybe they should have planned ahead and gone a little bit earlier and done it on a Saturday night. Seems like a better night to do it, because on Sunday you can eat everything that you've collected if you've had a good night of getting your candy and your chocolate and all your treats. So thank you for that, Patricia. And just looking into the super chat window again, Maria donated $2, said happy Halloween, Phil and everyone. Thank you for that. I'm not sure whether I mentioned that one last time or not, but just make sure that we get all of them in there. Jen has donated $5 as well. Thank you for that, Jen. And the message is, tuning in while taking a break from carving my pumpkin. I take it you're trying to ghost out with those lights. So thank you for that, Jen. And not really, it's just because I've turned off the lights in the studio, and the light that I have above the monitor to make sure that because the lights are behind me, my face is really dark normally, so I have a light that's set up that's not just like an LED light that I used for my videos that I used to do. I had 4 lights and I'm just using one of those in order to light up my face, but it makes me look like a ghost because it's obviously too much light on my face without any light behind. When I turn on the lights behind me, it'll even up. So then I'll hopefully go back to looking relatively normal. But it is a bit of a ghost theme, Halloween theme tonight, so it does make it look a little bit like I intended to do it, but I totally didn't. It's an accident. Anyway, we're going to be jumping into the cover for tonight, which is going to be Don't Stop Believin, as I said a little while back, but it's almost 20 to 1 here. So we're going to have, as normal, the cover, then we'll get into looking at the Halloween pictures that we have tonight, and then we'll get into the pick roulette as well. And hopefully, if we can keep on hitting that thumbs up, we're looking for 39 more people to hit that thumbs up in the live chat room. If you haven't done that yet, it'd be much appreciated if you could. Oh, quick shout out to the Wings of Pegasus supporters group over on Facebook. If you guys want to get involved with that, you can join that if you are a Facebook user. That's where a lot of the live chat room crew hang out between live streams, but also where you can upload pictures of your merchandise, of you modeling any merchandise, or just the merchandise by itself, and then I'll get hold of those, and I do get linked to those by Vince and Carla and other people as well, so thank you guys for doing that. But tonight we are going to be having a few pictures. I think maybe 4 pictures are lined up for tonight, so stay tuned for those. We'll get into the pick roulette after those, and then we'll see what we can play at the end of the live stream while you guys get an opportunity to enter into next week's pick roulette. If we hit the target for tonight, we've still got a little way to go with the likes, but we will see how we get on. Anyway, this is my version of Don't Stop Believin. I hope you guys enjoy it, and as we mentioned before, this is a bit of a tribute and in memory of Herbie Herbert, who was a manager, but especially a manager known to have looked after Journey for such a long time. But thank you for requesting this one, and I'll see you guys after. Rock.
Town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere. Smoky room, the smell of wine and cheap perfume, just to find emotion hiding somewhere in the night. Working hard to get my fill. Everybody wants a thrill, paying anything to roll the dice just one more time. Some will win, some will lose. Some are born to sing the blues. Oh, the movie never ends. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard. There's shadows searching in the night. Streetlights, people living just to find emotion hiding somewhere in the night. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Streetlight people. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Streetlight people.
Hi guys, it's Phil here. Thanks so much for watching my cover of Don't Stop Believin by Journey. The names you can see here are my patrons. Hi patrons, thanks so much for your support and for making videos like this possible. If you want to get involved yourself and if you want to talk to me and maybe suggest some other songs that I can cover, head to this website down here, patreon.com/Wings of Pegasus. And if I don't see you on Patreon, I will see you at the next video. Have a great day. Rock.
And there we have it. That was my version of the Journey classic, Don't Stop Believin'. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. So we're going to be moving forward with the pictures. Maybe we'll jump into those. I'm not sure whether, when we do get into the pictures, whether all of this stuff is going to be on top of the pictures or not. Because it's all about how I've set it up in the software. I do not know, because it does it in layers. So I guess we are about to find out that if we do start looking at the pictures, whether they come on top of them or not. But anyway, thank you guys for hitting that thumbs up. We're at 307, which means we're looking for 13 more people, which is a little bit spooky, unlucky for some. 13 more people in order to get to the target for tonight's Pick Roulette Lights goal. And you might have noticed I turned the lights on. So now I might look a little bit more normal. In fact, I think the light in front of me could even be turned up. But I think I turned it down because it looked a little bit too bright. Anyway, we are back to looking relatively normal. And we will push on with the pictures for tonight. 312, 313. Again, 13. So we're doubly unlucky. And 315. Okay, we've moved away from the unluckiness. And we are getting really close to 320. By the way, I didn't really give a proper plug of the mug earlier, so that's what I usually do at the beginning with Orlando, with his very kind donations that are very early on during the live streams. And if you want to get your hands on any of the merchandise, then head to the tray underneath this video or click on the link in the description below to go through to the store to get your hands on Wings Pegasus hoodie, t-shirts, mugs, you name it. You'll be able to find it there. You can also head over to wingsofpegasus.com and there's some merchandise on there as well, such as earrings, picks, necklaces, and such like, which you can go and see over there. That is organised by Carla, so thank you, Carla, for doing that. And we're also going to be having a pick roulette soon as well. So let's jump into the pictures for tonight. I'll tell you what, let's start some rain and thunder again while we look at some pictures. Hopefully, fingers crossed, this is going to work. And the background has come up on screen, which is good. And first of all, we have a very spooky picture, well, kind of spooky, but a very scary picture here from Billy, who is saying boo, and is modelling the wings of Pegasus hoodie as well. So thank you for that one, Billy. And Billy is followed by Mary, who again is kind of looking like she's being scared in that picture, but there is a follow-up picture that Mary has uploaded, which looks like this. And this one's a little bit more kind of doing the scaring rather than being scared. And it actually goes quite well, because if you look at this picture and then see Vince's reaction, who we're just about to see, then you can see that Vince is very scared indeed. And if anything, it looks like he's almost been caught out by the person who's taking the picture, or maybe the picture's been taken by a ghost and he wasn't expecting it. But thank you, Vince, Mary and Billy, for uploading those pictures, and especially for keeping the theme of Halloween tonight. It's been quite successful so far with the Halloween theme, and those are the pictures. And again, guys, I did see Carla say in the live chat room that if you don't use Facebook but you want to upload your pictures, then you can email Carla at many moons ago in 1965 at yahoo.com. I always have to raid my memory banks to make sure that I get that right, but hopefully that is the correct. Maybe Carla can put that in the live chat room so you guys know. If you don't use Facebook, you can still send your pictures over, and then Carla will get those to me. But thank you for uploading those ones, guys, and we'll now remove Vince from the screen. He's been scared on the screen for a very long time, and then we'll come back to me, and it's all working. So we're going to be jumping into now, and it looks like 331. We have hit our target for the pick roulette likes goal, but do not yet start typing anything, because we have to wait till after tonight picks roulette to then have, or pick roulette to have your names put on the wheel. So wait, don't type anything, and we'll jump into it now, so I'll give you guys a little bit more of an opportunity to type that in before the end of the live stream. So I will jump into tonight's pick roulette. I hope we haven't had a top tip, so I'm just going to have to pick somebody at random, unless somebody's very quick at wanting to be the top tip tonight in the live chat room. So if you want to be, quickly type it in now, and hopefully by the time we've gone through the little intro and by the time I get the wheel up on screen, I would have seen it, and then I can pick you for the top tip tonight, and then you're guaranteed to lose because I've got a 0% record at picking the winner. So good luck, everybody, and I'll see you guys in a second. Rock. So let's get the pick roulette wheel up on screen, and I'm going to have a little look into the live chat room to see if anybody wants to be the top tip for tonight, and I can't see anybody yet. I'm looking down. Okay, oh, here we go. Mel has just written top pick. Okay, so Mel is going to be the top pick for tonight, and let's see if we can see Mel's name anywhere on the list. Having a quick look on there, and I can't seem to see it anywhere. Where is it? Going through. I can't see it anywhere. I bet that I'm looking in exactly the wrong spot every time on the wheel. Maybe I should just look where the arrow is. Anyway, Mel is the top tip for tonight, so good luck to Mel. And Mel Bell, by the way, I should mention the whole username. and I still haven't seen it on there. So we're gonna give the wheel a shuffle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And by the way, you can see here is the t-shirt roulette. If we land on one of those, then we have a t-shirt roulette, and then somebody wins a custom made Wings of Pegasus signed t-shirt. But let's give the wheel a spin and see who's gonna win. So Mel Bell is the top pick for tonight, the top tip for tonight, and it is slowing down. So can we make out any of the names yet? Still going a little bit too fast. I can see, is that Cindy going through? Carol's just gone through there. Sue is just going through. I still haven't seen Mel on there, but Matrix X, Nick, Carl, Mimi, Sandra. Is it going to get as far as Sandra or Mimas? It is Mimi who has won. So congratulations to Mimi who has won tonight's pick roulette. Let me move it to the right so you guys can actually see on the screen that it is confirmed as Mimi winning the pick roulette tonight. And again, I maintain my 0% record, so well done me. Commiserations everybody else, including Mel, so apologies for that. But well done Mimi. If you can let yourself be known to Carla in the live chat room, that would be much appreciated, so that she can organise everything with you in order to get the signed Wings of Pegasus pick sent over to you. So just let yourself be known, that would be good. Again, commiserations everybody else, but the good thing is that you can enter next week's pick roulette because we have hit the likes goal. So you can start to type that now, but let me just get everything off the screen so it's a little bit clearer and we can actually start seeing the entries on the screen in the live chat room. So let me do a little example, as I always do. I'm going to type at Carla, and then Carla's name pops up. If her name doesn't pop up, I'm not sure whether it's just because Carla's a moderator that her name pops up on my screen, but if not, just make sure you type the full Carla Murray and then type I agree. So let me type that in. Lots of exclamation marks, and there we go. So you'll be able to see that go through the live chat room relatively soon if lots of comments start coming through, but hopefully if you don't know how to do it, just keep your eye on the live chat room now, because you'll just be able to follow what everybody else is doing. You'll see lots of Carla Murray's or at Carla Murray's going through, and then I agree, and lots of I agrees going through there. So you can type that and get your name on the wheel for next week. So let me just have a look over on Patreon and see what we can have a look at in order to have a little bit of time to type I agrees, but I can see a lot of them going through there. And by the way, if this is your first live stream, hello, and hopefully you get the vibe of how to get on the pick roulette wheel for next week. But just say hello, introduce yourself to the live chat room. That's what everyone does to start with, and then we all get to know each other. And eventually it's just lots of familiar names, familiar faces on the live streams, and yeah, we even get a little bit of an appreciation of who's even won the pick roulette in the past. And some people have won twice, believe it or not, which is very rare for that to happen, but it has happened. If you do want to actually double your chances, make sure that you tune in on the Tuesday night live streams as well, because when we hit the targets for Tuesdays, we do exactly the same thing, and we have a pick roulette on Tuesday nights. So make sure you tune in then as well, and I will be doing that next Tuesday as always. So looking over onto the Patreon page, we've had a request for a library fill tune. That is Maria. Let me have a little look down. We have the audition as well as been requested by Karen. Having a little look down. We've had other requests for the cover, but we've covered that tonight. But thank you guys for all of these requests, and the Italian as well for the fill tune. So let's randomly go for the audition. That's the one that we're going to have a look at, the real life story tonight. And I can see that Carla has just donated $1.99. So thank you for that, Carla. And this is to do with aliases, because I know that a lot of people on YouTube have a different alias to their real name, or at least their username on YouTube is different. So what we have to point out for the pick roulette, that you can only claim, if you do win, you can only claim for the name that's on the wheel. So say, for example, you've got a username, like say that I'm Wings of Pegasus, but I'm Phil, and then I win as Wings of Pegasus, and I say, oh, I'm Phil, and Wings of Pegasus is my username, so I won, you can send me the pic. Unfortunately, that's not going to be possible, because obviously you guys can imagine that that's very open for hacking or fraud, and say, oh no, that is my username, I've won. Anyone can say that about any username. So the person that claims it has to claim it with the username in the chat room that is on the wheel, because then there's no debate as to the fact that that is the person who has won, and they are definitely on the wheel. So just to point that out, because I think previously we had a winner who then was logged in a different account and said, oh, that's me, I've won, even though it's not my username. This is my other username that I've used for that particular night. But anyway, just to point that out, and it is part of the guidelines for the pick roulette, so just so you guys know that if you do have an alias, make sure that that is on the wheel, and then you don't log in with different accounts while the live stream happens and while then the pick roulette goes on, just in case it does land on your other account. Just to point that out. But thank you, Carla, for that message, and just to update you guys about that on the pick roulette, and also just for you guys to know in the live chat room going forward. So anyway, what did I decide we were going to watch? The audition. So let's jump into this real life story. And by the way, we're giving you guys a bit of a chance to type in I agree in the live chat room. It might be the fact that we finish a little bit early tonight. If I can do, then I would probably try and steal a little bit of extra time to get things organized for tomorrow night, when I'm going to be doing a joint analysis with June, because I've still got to test all of the outputs, the inputs, and make sure that it's going to all go swimmingly, because doing something live with somebody over the internet is something that I haven't done yet as a joint analysis, because there's lots of inputs. We've got 2 guitars to worry about, 2 microphones. Also, June's got to be able to hear the video that I'm playing so that she can hear it over in the USA. So yeah, a lot to organize. So yeah, we might finish a few minutes early, but let's jump into this real life story. Type I agree in that live chat room, tag Carla in order to get your name on the wheel for next week's pick roulette. But let's jump into this. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in a second. Rock.
Okay, well, thanks for coming down to the audition today. Do you mind if we slag you off behind your back while we discuss your audition?
That's okay, I'll randomly walk in this direction.
What the actual heck was that? Okay, let's start with the negative points.
Well, his image is laughable and totally unsuitable. He can't keep time. His bass looks like he found it in a skip. And he was late.
Unbelievably, even though he was absolute total guff. He is the best we've seen, and we've been auditioning for a year. So what the ruddy frig shall we do?
As much as it pains me to say it, I think we'll have to give him the gig, bite the bullet and get on with it.
This is total guff shine.
Hello again. Before you tell me your decision, I thought I would say, I want this more than anything in the world. I'll do whatever it takes.
Well, I can't believe I'm saying this, but you've got the gig. You are now our new bassist.
Holy heck guys, thanks a lot. This means the world to me, you will not regret it.
Well, straight to business. We have a rehearsal on Wednesday night 7 until 10 before the gig on Saturday.
Can't do Wednesday?
Why not?
Me and the missus usually go to the corner shop that evening.
Okay, no problem. We'll just move the rehearsal to Thursday.
Can't do Thursday.
Is there any day at any time before Saturday that you can do?
No.
Hang on, is the gig this Saturday?
Yes, it is this Saturday, as I have been telling you for the last 3 weeks.
I can't do it. I'm working this Saturday, and I definitely can't get out of it, for sure.
Are you actually having a joke with me? As you have just realized it is this Saturday, I know for a fact you have not called in to see if someone will cover your shift.
I didn't think of it like that, but now you say it, it makes sense.
Well, considering it is a great venue and fantastic opportunity for us as a band. Do you want to call your work just in case?
Well, I suppose I could actually thinking about it.
Well, Ruddy Guffing, do it then, you freaking bum guff.
Hello, it's me. I doubt anyone will, and don't worry if you can't. But will you or anyone else cover my shift on Saturday?
So, what did they say?
They said they didn't want to cover my shift. It sounded like they were slagging me off and laughing in the background. So it's a dead end.
Well, at least you got across the importance of getting Saturday night off.
Now the problem is, I can't fake illness because they know I want Saturday night off. Ruddy, hell.
I seriously cannot believe your incompetence. Okay, give me your phone. Hello, I'm calling on behalf of my guffing idiot of a friend. Yes, that's him. He has an important night on Saturday. Can he swap his shift? That's great, thanks for doing that. I'm actually amazed at how easy that was to organize. Many thanks. There you are. You now have Saturday off, so you can now do the gig. How you could not organize that is beyond me. Unbelievable.
Just thinking about it, actually, I can't do Saturday.
What? There. Actual. Frig. Please excuse me. I just have to go outside quickly and shout something.
And there we have it. I've just read Billy's comment there because I didn't do the demonstration of harmonics, and because of all this stuff on the screen you won't really be able to see it anyway. I don't know whether this is going to be too loud, whether it's going to be picked up or not, whether I'm even in tune. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but anyway, yes, thank you, Billy, for that message about the harmonics. So what I was saying about harmonics is that the easiest place if you play guitar to find them to begin with is going to be your 12th fret. So if I put my guitar up here, it means that you go to the 12th fret and you want to be hovering over the fret. So not in between the silver lines, but right over the fret. So it means that here, playing it with the guitar in this strange position is a bit weird, but you can hear how hopefully you can hear that. I'll turn it up a little bit. Those are your harmonics rather than hearing the string, and I'm not pushing down on the fretboard there. You're hearing the harmonics. So you can also have harmonics again over the top of your 7th fret. So we're coming up, if you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm not pushing down, I'm just getting the harmonics there, kind of like that. And I mean, once you start applying a little bit of overdrive and distortion, you'll be able to find harmonics all over the place. Basically what a harmonic is a good place to start with is the 12th fret, because imagine that your string is being cut in half. That's where you find your harmonics. If you can divide your string, the length of your string, in 2, that's where you'll find harmonics. If you divide it into like 4, you'll find harmonics in those positions. If you do it in 8, then you find harmonics in those positions. So it's like dividing up your string into an even number and you'll find harmonics. So this is why you can start to find them in lots of other locations, but you can also start, if you want to, have pinched harmonics, which is a technique that I've shown in other videos, and I did a technique video on it, so that I'm not sure how heavy this sound is that I've got. Yeah, it's alright, it's not too bad. you can kind of... There you go, there's one. So I haven't got a super heavy tone, but you can start to do pinched harmonics, which is making the harmonic happen without just having your finger touch the note and relying on the length of the string. You're now causing the string to stop vibrating. So it means that if I go... you can start to put percentages of harmonic within your note. And I'm hoping that you guys can hear this. Maybe it's not coming through, I'm not sure. It's probably not loud enough, but I don't know if I can change the volume here. Maybe that went a bit too high. But in order to demonstrate pinched harmonics, you'd have a really heavier tone, or a really heavy tone, or maybe a heavier tone than this. Because also using a Fender is probably not the best guitar because of the single coil pickups. You probably want a humbucker in order to get some real bang for your buck with the harmonics. But once you're... you can start to hear how you can put in an artificial harmonic all the time if you want to on any of those notes. And it's just a case of catching the string with your thumb, and your pick hits the string first, and then you catch it with your thumb immediately afterwards, so that you don't allow that string to ring, to vibrate, but you're still getting the harmonic because you've created the resonance of the string, but you're stopping it, and that gives you a harmonic frequency which you then hear. But that is probably one of the most common, especially in the type of music that I'm into, kind of hard rock and metal. You hear harmonics all the time, and dive bombs. I can't demonstrate that on this guitar because doing a dive bomb with this Fender, and the bridge isn't locked, or the tuning isn't locked, and the bridge isn't a Floyd Rose, so it's not designed to do proper dive bombs. But you're probably going to be best going off to my technique video that's on the channel here somewhere, because I demonstrate all of the different harmonics and the way to get harmonics, pinched harmonics, artificial harmonics as well. So you can head over to that video for a more in-depth thing that I can't really get into on the live stream, because it's pretty much time that I should be finishing and get myself organized for tomorrow. But thank you for that message, Billy, but also for the question earlier. Was it Steve that sent the message earlier? But that question about harmonics. So thank you for that. But yes, it takes a little bit of practice to get the pinched harmonics down in order to just be able to do them at will. But you know, as long as you start practicing it with that distortion on, that's always going to help. And I mean, usually if you're going on the G, because it's a thicker string, it's a good one to try and practice on, and just keep on hitting the string like I was doing there, and you'll start to hear the difference between that and that, hearing the note but also hearing that it's different. There's a harmonic in there. So yeah, just experiment with that. And by the way, this is what I'll have out tomorrow night when I'm with June. I'll probably use the Fender. This is the Strat Performer Series Strat that was sent to me. So we'll have a little look at what June was playing. And it was Place in the Country was the song. I'm going to have to just recap, again, something I'll probably do tonight, have a recap of the song. I think it was in G minor, was it? It might have been. But anyway, there's lots of really cool lead playing going on from June, where she's playing in her shape 1 at the bottom, but then she moves it up that octave, and she does that quite a lot. So it's going to be interesting to talk to her about when she was learning to play lead guitar. I know, or at least I've read, that she started to play lead guitar because the lead guitarist of the band quit, and they now didn't have a lead guitarist, so she spent like a year or maybe even shorter than that just doing a crash course teaching herself how to play lead guitar. And it's interesting in that with that lead, I'll be interesting to know how long she'd been playing for, because she jumped up. I mean, there's loads of great playing in it. She's jumping up from one octave to the next, and this is something that I mentioned about when you are learning to play lead guitar. Your guitar starts again here on the 12th fret, so anything that you play down here, if I go just play a simple line, if you're looking at your first dot, and you can see the notes of first dot, second dot. So then this is the start of your guitar again. First dot, second dot, do the same fingers, and you'll get the same notes. So it's a shortcut to be able to double up the amount of things you can play, but also to move high up the fretboard and play any line that you want an octave higher. But anyway, thank you for all of the very kind donations tonight and all of your support on the channel. You guys at the bottom of the screen as well. We're going to be calling it to a day. Technically it is another day here in the UK, but we're going to be calling the night to a close, and it's 13 minutes past 1, so that's probably a very apt time again. There's been lots of 13s tonight, so yeah, being a bit spooky. By the way, let me get the likes up on screen, because the window where the likes was started changing to a different page, and of course it means that the likes got messed up on the screen. So let me get that up on screen. We are at 368, so thank you everyone for hitting that thumbs up. If you're watching this in the future, if you're part of the catch-up crew, you can still hit that thumbs up. It really does help this channel to grow. And thank you for all the questions tonight, and there's a request in there for Monster Mash as well. I hope you guys have been singing that in the live chat room, and I'm trying to think whether I might not have even done Monster Mash. I'm trying to think whether it's on the channel. It might not have been one of those that I have got to, or it might be on the list. It seems like that I have to do one on Monster Mash and Bobby Pickett, but we will I'll have a look on my list. It might be in there somewhere. But anyway, thank you for the questions tonight and for the very kind donations and all of the well wishes. Thank you for watching the channel in the first place, and thank you for the kind words about the videos. I always say that if you keep on watching them and you enjoy them, I will keep on making them, and if you keep on requesting videos, then I will keep on answering your requests. But anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. Have a fantastic rest of the weekend and a fantastic Halloween tomorrow if you are trick-or-treating. Maybe you're just a big kid at heart and you will be trick-or-treating. I hope you get lots of candy and chocolate, or probably even better that there aren't too many knocks at the door and you can relax a little bit on your Sunday. But also stay safe, follow your government's guidelines with the masks and all of that kind of stuff and your vaccines, and I'll see you guys probably tomorrow night on Patreon with an update about the video that I'm doing with June tomorrow, and I'll see you in the live stream again on Tuesday night, so make sure that you tune in then if you do get a chance, because I'll be there same time, same place, 12 midnight Greenwich Mean Time. And that means it's actually going to change time on Monday, but type it into Google, you'll be fine. I'll see you on Tuesday, and then we're back on Wednesday night with the video that I'm going to be doing with June. Make sure you are subscribed and that you hit that notification bell so that you get notified for when that video comes out, because it's great when we have a little video that's a little bit different on the channel, and we get some guests coming on as well, because I've done a few of those in the past, but it's great to have June on the channel and just dive into some of her lead guitar work. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me. Have a great day, night, morning, whatever the time is where you are, and I'll catch you guys at the next one. Rock!